What's this dark figure that stands before you? It is I, James, and Vern. RedemptionAgency.com. 21 years. Selling on the eBay. And it is Sunday morning. And welcome the one, the only, Mr. Vern. And yesterday killed on, man, overnight there was some Friday night into Saturday night, or Sunday. Friday night into Saturday. There was a little vacancy. And Miss Courtney! Little vacancy in the sales, but picked up, turned around. Everything was flowing. eBay was working perfectly. I mean, I had sales consistently all day, and it wasn't, you know, I'd have those days where it's just a lot of media or whatever. It was everything. So we're gonna get into pooling real quick. Adrian went on a lake trip with one of his friends. He's supposed to be back today, so we're gonna pool, do a little shipping, and get this stuff done. Let's go. All right, I got everything from the east wing pulled, so we're gonna get that knocked out real quick before we move on to the rest of the area. If you're new to the videos, everything, my numbers I give do not include the shipping that I charge. And here we go. We got Wow Hits 2001 double CD, sold for $4, headed to Pennsylvania. I was having such a good day yesterday. I started giving deals left and right with offers. I'm just like, take. So we got Fiona Apple, a CD single, sold for $360, headed to Jacksonville, Arkansas. You know what I just realized? I thought I would check on this because I noticed it, so I went ahead and pulled it. So I sold a pair of cool gray Air Jordan 11s. Brand new, still in the box. I had bought those for Jan a long time ago when they came out. But she's never worn them, so she has handed them back to me to sell. She wears the low top 11 gray, cool grays, but she never wore them and figured she wasn't going to. But these are not going to authentication. They're going straight to the customer. Sold for $250. But yeah, I just checked that because I noticed it before and I'm like, thought I'd check. But yeah, not going through authentication. So that's odd. Very odd. But anyway, sold for $250. Headed to, let me click back here. Headed to Maryland. Beach Boys cassette, a Little Deuce Coupe, sold for $450. Headed to Pennsylvania. All right, the Beat Nuts Intoxicated Demons EP. This is an advanced promo copy of the cassette. Headed to Germany, sold for $24. The Concert for Bangladesh on cassette, sold for $6. Headed down to Tampa, Florida. All right, Yanni promo CD single, sold for $8, headed to Kentucky. Are you ready for a cassette lot? Yeah. We got George Michael cassette lot. We got the Faith album. And we've got Too Funky maxi single and the normal single. All three cassettes sold for $14, headed to Pennsylvania. Another one. All right, Pottery Barn Hip Holidays Volume 2 CD. Sold for $560, headed to New York. All right, we got this classical CD, Scarletti. Sold for $11, headed to Los Angeles. It's Minnie and Me, Disney cassette. Sold for $8, headed to Tempe, Arizona. Madonna, Like a Virgin cassette, headed to Arizona. Sold for $450. Living in a Box self-titled cassette, sold for $8, headed to Avon, Indiana. All right, Julian Lennon, I Don't Want to Know CD promo single, headed to England, sold for $24. Next up we have Chicago Bears hat, sold for $950, headed to Pennsylvania. Helms Briscoe head sweat visor, sold for $950, headed to Rosemead, California. All right, I will admit, sometimes I'm like, oh, but the kid will enjoy it. Somebody sent me an offer for this Pokemon hat for $5. I'm like, some little kid's going to enjoy it. So I took it and accepted it. $5, headed to Mount Vernon, Massachusetts. Bonita Springs Girls Gone Trout Go Fish hat sold for $9, headed to Colorado. Not only yesterday was I having stuff that I listed that day sell, like that. Stuff I've had in the store for 2.5 years plus was selling too. So this was been in there forever. Pro Cycles hat sold for $12, headed to Lakewood, Colorado. What's with these same places all like coming together? Pennsylvania, now we're going into Colorado. What's going on here? All right, Mobile One hat sold for $6, headed to Virginia. All right, we're going to look at the numbers real quick here. So, yeah, this was before yesterday. My impressions were down about 16%. So, got a huge kick up yesterday. I did almost almost 2.5 million impressions yesterday. 78 items sold. See, those are the numbers I'm used to consistently all day and every day. So then 2 days ago I had a good day too, but today starting off a little bit slower, but still going. We got 12 items sold thus far. It's 10:21 a.m. Let's see. As you can see, the issues that were going on Friday, there was a lot of people complaining that they couldn't check out, could not send offers. But then I had mentioned it, but I can't forget now, but there's a lot of issues going on Friday. As you can tell, Thursday we did $1,300, then fell down to $550 Friday, and then back up to almost $1,300 yesterday. So hopefully this indication means they're getting things back on track and they're working out the issues. So, yeah, but not still down a little bit. Still down to 9.1% from last month. So, should be going up, not down with the fourth quarter. So, hopefully this is the trend going in the right direction. If I can keep that website working I did notice a little goofy errors yesterday. There's still some issues with when I was listing, it would erase the item specifics for sizes and for department. So it was erasing those yesterday. So I haven't got the list yet today because I've been doing this, but we'll see how today's go. Hopefully the sales keep rolling. And usually Sundays, when everything's working perfectly, Sundays were always my best days. So curious to see how today will play out, but let's keep going. So I've said many times, I love getting like Boeing stuff and anything air related. So we got this FA-18 Super Hornet hat sold for $9, headed out to California. I will say this, people who, when I sit there and say there's something's wrong with eBay, if your only excuse is the economy, sales are down, open your eyes. There's always going to be a market, especially if times are tough and in a recession. As I've said before, people are always going to spend. And I feel that when you sell used items cheap, you're basically in a recession-proof business. Alcohol and cheap items, because people still want to feel like normal. So instead of going out and maybe buying a $200 purse, they're going to look on eBay and find a $50 purse. So if you have the stuff, you have the quantity, it's not the economy that's slowing your business down. It's the way you're looking at your business that's slowing your business down. So when I say there's something wrong with the eBay site, I've been doing this 21 years. I know my consistent numbers are supposed to be. Right now, they're supposed to be $900 to $1,500. They're supposed to range in there for the amount of items I have up and the consistent, what I promote at, et cetera, et cetera. And 2 out of the last 3 days have shown that. So, and hopefully, I keep holding out hope that they're going to get the site working properly eventually. And in order to hold on to that hope, you just got to keep listing, because when it does happen, maybe my $1,000 average days are $1,300 average days. So that's what we got to keep hoping for. Right now, with everything down, I'm probably pushing, I don't know, $700 to $800 average days, but still ain't bad. So, still something a little bit off though. But anyway, just thought I would put that out there. Again, Yellowstone National Park hat sold for $12, headed to Maryland. I have not put no thought into this. I'm like, that's confusing, but I'm not putting no thought into it because it makes no damn sense right off the bat. Jesus is my computer. Alrighty then. Does that mean he's like overpriced and only lasts for a couple of years? What does that mean? Making jokes. All right, headed to Norman, Oklahoma, sold for $12. I could go in so many wrong directions with that joke. Jesus is my computer. We could go and do... No, I'm not going there. It's Sunday, James. Give the people a break. Don't make the bad religious jokes. All right. We got a Sturgeon Bulldogs hat. Sold for $12. Headed to Sturgeon, Missouri. Ray Bolt's Moments from the Heart. And if you're new to my videos, all my stuff is pretty much paid for unless I say, or remember, I should say, something even if I don't say, it's all paid for now. 21 years of doing this, got 5 storage units. And when I do go thrift, I pull out the cherry stuff first to make my money back. So everything I sell is pretty much paid for unless I sell something the day I thrift it. But anyway, speaking of that, I bought a bunch of tab books at the Iowa bins when I was up there. This is one of those. This sold for $12, headed to Wisconsin. So yeah, this sold the moment I put it up. Not the moment, but maybe within 15 minutes after I put it up. Coors Light shirt sold for $13.50, headed to Elgin, Illinois. Here's another shirt that's been in the store 2.5+ years. Christmas Traditions, St. Charles, Missouri. T-shirt sold for $8, headed to San Jose, California. And we sold another one of these. If you watched one of my last shipping videos, I sold the orange and black pair. I think it was Chicago Bears, I think. This one is Pittsburgh Steelers. So the vintage 80s Zumbas pants that you used to see like workout people wearing, weightlifters and what have you back in the day. Adrian picked these up at the bins quite a while ago. And I think this might be the last pair, but I think I said that last time too. But I think this one really is the last pair. He picked up like 4 or 5 different colorways on this and teams. He kept a couple of them too for himself. Sold for $30, headed to South Carolina. All right, now we'll pull what's around me here. And we'll take a look at the sleeping puppies. So cute. That's your puppy break. All right, G Love Special Sauce CD promo single sold for $5, headed to Notre Dame, Indiana. All right, Wolfgang Mozart CD sold for $5, headed up to Canada. I wonder if that kind of helps. Like, since I was having a good day, I started, taking offers just for whatever. Obviously, as I said, all my items are paid for, so as long as I make some money on it, I don't care, right? I wonder if that actually helped out and snowballed. But around 8 p.m., it did start slowing down, which is odd on a Saturday night. So I wonder, I would think that would help out a little with the algorithm, but who knows? Anyway, it's 4 times harder volume 4 CD. Took an offer for $4, plus shipping, of course. Headed to Gilbert, Arizona. I decided if I'm going to Best Buy this morning. They open at 11. Nobody seems to have the iPhone Max terabyte size, but they do have the 500 and stuff. The one I've been using for 4 years now. It's only, a 56 or 64 or whatever that low number is, gigabytes. So even a 500 one, I'm going to be gaining a lot of space. Do I really need a full terabyte? Probably not. So I just might go and just pick that up. I kind of been wanting to get it before vacation anyway, so I can take a lot of videos. So, but I might just go ahead and do that. All right, so we've got this Unknown Paw logo. I think now that I put this up a while ago, but I think now this might be Edwardsville because they're this orange color. Get that hair off there. But sold for $12.50, headed to San Jose, California. All right, I brought the swag. What did you bring? T-shirt. Sold for $9. Headed to Pensacola, Florida. All right, we've got this Women's Kiss T-shirt. Sold for $32. Headed to Mississippi. Got Indiana basketball. Sold for $7. Headed to Indiana. Bush Light hat. Sold for $9.50. Headed to Erie, Pennsylvania. I knew that would sell quick. Had to put up a Harley Davidson with a pinup girl on it yesterday. And I put it up for I think I put it up for $20. And it looks like it just sold. So, all right. Masters hat sold for $8. Headed to Charlotte, North Carolina. All righty. We got a Six Flags roller coaster hat. A nice vintage piece here. Not too vintage, but vintage enough to be vintage. Sold for $17. Headed up to Canada. All right. William and Ree promo CD. Sold for $8. Headed to Minnesota. Alrighty, Best Buy opens in about 5 minutes. So I think I'm gonna run up there and just get a new phone. Stop putting it off. So we got 85 orders down to 45 right now. And I am refreshing my stamps to see how many sold since we've been doing this video. Or how many was paid, I should say. And we are waiting. We'll check that out. But anyway, we'll see what number we are in a minute here. But these are the only two I worry about when I go on vacation. It's the only thing I worry about, because I am their life. They go everywhere I go. And trying to make sure that the boys keep them entertained while I'm gone is hard to do. So I worry about that. Anyway, so we got 7 that had paid since we've been doing the video. So, Mr. Vern. All right, so we'll end it here. This may be the last video on my old phone. So there we go. And so thanks everybody for watching. I'll probably go ahead and, depending on how the evening works out when Adrian gets here, I might do just pulling on the next video. Or I might just come down and pull for him real quick just to get it done with. So we'll see. We'll see what mood I'm in. I'll have a new phone I'll be playing with, so we'll see what's up. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching this video at least, and I will see you in the next one. Later. Oh, and you thought it was the end. No, no, no. You never know when the end of my videos are. No, even when I say it's the end, you never know until it happens. All right, so I checked Best Buy website, and they did not have my phone, not even in the 500. So I just ordered it. But I ordered the 1 terabyte. I went with what I originally wanted, and I would have lots of video space now. So there's no excuse, James. You can make videos. You can still do the whole, you can make a video and still do the whole splicing. I'm still not going to edit because that takes up way too much time. And I don't have that kind of time. Unless there's some new super program on the iPhone that I don't know about yet that makes it super easy. But I prefer the splicing because then you get realness and you get everything. All I do is splice the reels together and you get everything. You don't get me cutting out, me cursing at the phone because it messed up or something. No, you get it all. You get the realness. You even get my bloated looking face today. Wow. I had a lot of carbs yesterday. A lot of carbs. Oh. And I think I'm going to go get me some hot chips right now for lunch and a frozen Coke. Why? Why not? I deserve it. Just like I deserve that 1 terabyte purple iPhone 14. Because what you're seeing right now, this is on a 10. Haven't had a new phone in 4 years. And it's the same one, still going strong. Thankfully, I don't think I've ever cracked a screen personally. Knock on something, because I didn't get the insurance on the new one. Since I usually don't have problems. So hopefully we won't. But anyway, all right, I'm going to get my stuff. And that is an update. So I did not get the phone, but I got the phone. So it's coming. It should be here by Friday, which is a week before I leave for vacation. So I should have plenty of time to get it set up. And take lots of videos on vacation and at the bins that we visit, thrift stores we visit, et cetera, along the way. So thanks, everybody. Later. Or is it really later?